Hey, I'm Jessie. Welcome to Brainwashing. What? Brainwashing? I did not sign up for brainwashing. Does the church know I'm here for brainwashing? Relax. Yes, the church knows you're here to be brainwashed. Of course they do. Think about it. For a lot of you, when you were a little baby, someone dressed you up in pretty clothes, stood you in front of a congregation, and let the pastor dump water on your head. And while that happened, the whole congregation had to make some promises. They promised to tell you the stories about Jesus and all the amazing things that God has called the church to do. They promised to teach you Bible stories so you would know all the ways God has been taking care of us throughout history. And they promised to love you and raise you until you were old enough to realize that before you even knew who God was, God loved you. So really, the people of this church have been brainwashing you for a long time. It's just that now you get to be in on the secret. In the 24th chapter of the book of Joshua gathers the leaders of all the tribes of Israel together at a place called Shechem, and he reminds them of all the things that God has done for the people, how God called Abraham and gave his family a place to live, how God led them out of slavery in Egypt, saved them from mighty armies, and gave them new homes. After this incredible story, Joshua looks at the people and tells them to put away the gods their parents served. He said, "Choose this day who you will serve. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord." The whole point of confirmation is to give you an opportunity to choose, just like Joshua asked the people of Israel to choose. There are a lot of different ways to live in this world, a lot of ways telling us what kind of people we are and what kind of people we should be. And Presbyterians are no different. The people of this church think that the ways we talk about God are pretty great. So this time of confirmation is our attempt to get you to see what we see about God. We want you to think like us. When you were little, somebody took responsibility for your faith. But now it's your turn to take responsibility. Now it's your chance to either confirm or not confirm that you think the Presbyterian way of being a Christian is the way for you.
Ask the pastor.
What is confirmation?
Well, Naima, confirmation for me is a process by which youth get a chance to develop their own faith.
Confirmation is a chance for you to learn the kind of things that we talk about in church and things you've heard all your life, but a chance for you to ask the questions that you have.
Well, why should I be confirmed?
Well, I think you should be confirmed because it's awesome.
It's a chance for you to ask questions and to learn more about what it means to say you're a Christian.
I think you should be confirmed because it's your opportunity to take those vows that were made a long time ago by your parents and to make them your own.
Again, I think confirmation is an opportunity for us to say, what is it that I believe?
Why is it so important that I be confirmed?
I'm not sure it's so important to be confirmed as it is important to learn the kinds of things that we talk about in confirmation.
It's the process of figuring out where you are and how you understand your relationship with God.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, some of my friends have to get baptized and say a prayer. Why don't we do that?
The prayer that people often pray is a prayer that kind of asks Jesus into your life. And as Presbyterians, we believe that what we really need to do is ask ourselves into Jesus' presence, that Jesus is always with us, that God is always present with us, and we're the ones who walk away.
So is this just saying a bunch of words so I can join the church?
No, please don't do that. We don't need more people in the pew who just say the words and then sit in the church. We need people who feel it, and so I hope it's much more than that for you.
I hope it's not a bunch of words. I hope that, as we study together, you're going to really ask yourself and maybe ask your parents and your grandparents, what does this mean? Is it important in my life? Is it going to change anything about who I am?
On the day you were confirmed, I asked you questions and had you repeat things, and Those weren't words you would normally say because they're not part of your normal vocabulary, but they're the words of the church. And they're the same words that Christians have been saying for many years.
Why didn't I become a member when I was baptized?
Because we baptize infants and you were baptized as a baby, you were not old enough to say anything for yourself, so your parents made promises for you.
Well, you're part of the church, but to become an active member of the church, to claim your faith for yourself, and we go through this period of confirmation, and then you become an active member.
What kind of promises did my parents make?
Your parents said that they promised to teach you about who Jesus is, about God's love for you, to bring you to worship, to be part of the family of faith.
Those promises were made for you. It was based on their faith.
What if I choose not to get confirmed? Is anything gonna happen to me or
No.
no?
We want you to decide whether these are promises that you want to make for yourself about following Jesus Christ.
Some people might go through the whole confirmation process and then say, you know what? I don't think I can do this. I don't know that I believe this. I have doubts. I don't really want to be a part of the church. To which we say, okay, thanks for being honest. We're not going to make anyone join the church.
Come on, Gerard, we have to get going.
I don't want to go. I look stupid.
What do you mean you look stupid?
It's this suit. I hate wearing a suit. None of the other kids were wearing suits.
Sure they will. You look fine. Son, what's really going on?
It's this whole confirmation thing.
What about it?
It's just...
What?
Don't you think it's a little... I don't know. Don't you think it's a little weird?
Weird?
Yeah. It's like they're gonna be telling me what to believe and stuff. Mom, I feel like I'm about to be brainwashed.
Okay, now that's just ridiculous. No one's gonna brainwash you. I'm not even sure how you could say such a thing. Presbyterians are not like that.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. Now,
young man, you had better get your butt out of this room and down to the car before the pastor asks the High Galactic Overlord to nullify your soul.
What? What did you say?
Gerard, clean out your ears. I said you'd better get down to the car. I don't want to have to tell the pastor you're going to be a no-show. What did you think I said?
Oh, nothing. Never mind.
Well then, why don't you never mind yourself downstairs? Brainwashing. That kid and his imagination.
Okay, so some facts.
Facts.
You'll hear about this from your pastor probably, but the way it works is that at some point you will ask the elders if you can join the congregation, and they'll talk to you about what you've learned during this series. Most likely you'll have to write a short statement about what you understand about God and the Christian faith. And then they'll line you up in front of the congregation and ask you 3 important questions. Trusting in the gracious mercy of God, do you turn from the ways of sin and renounce evil and its power in the world? Do you turn to Jesus Christ and accept him as your Lord and Savior, trusting in his grace and love? And will you be a faithful member of this congregation, share in its worship and ministry through your prayers and gifts, your study and service, and so fulfill your calling to be a disciple of Jesus Christ? And after you say a couple I do's and I will, they pray for you and voila, you're a member of the church. Now, some of you may be thinking, wait a second, nobody ever dumped water on my head when I was a baby. Do I still get to do confirmation? Yes, absolutely. In fact, for you, it's kind of even more awesome. For you, you're not going to simply join the church by answering the questions everybody else does. You also get to be baptized. Most of us don't even remember our baptisms. I'm kind of jealous. When we baptize children, we're showing everyone that God loves us before any of us even know who our God is. But when someone chooses to be baptized, we're showing everyone that God has always been loving us, whether our parents or grandparents were Christians or not. There's a singer named Bob Dylan that a lot of adults like. You might like him too. Bob Dylan has this song where he sings, "But you're gonna have to serve somebody." Yes, indeed. You're gonna have to serve somebody. It may be the devil or it may be the Lord, but you're gonna have to serve somebody. He's right. We all have to answer to somebody. And so as we go through these next 17 weeks, I want you to remember what Joshua told the people of Israel. Choose this day who you will serve. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord.
I'm Landon Whitsitt, producer of the Theocademy videos. This confirmation series was made with the help of a lot of great people. You can see all their names right there. We should give them all a hand. They did some magnificent work. We have put the first 5 confirmation videos on YouTube for absolutely free. That is about a third of the entire series. We like to just give away as much content as we possibly can, and you have an opportunity to help us continue doing that. If you want to support Theocademy and help make sure that we can continue producing high-quality video curriculum for the church, please go to our website and get yourself a copy of the entire series, including study guides, for either a $20 digital download or a $40 DVD set. This is just a one-time cost. You will own the stuff, so please make as many copies of the material as you need for the rest of your life. Also, if you just want to give us a donation, that would be spectacular. You can find links to purchase and donate down in the doobly-doo. For those of you who have already supported Theocademy, thank you so much. Seriously, it is a thrill for us to get to come to work every day and do this kind of work. And with your help, we'll be able to continue putting out these kind of high-quality materials for the church for a long, long time. Thanks.